I came up with the name Fabelmans because I said we can't call it, it's not going to be little Steven Spielberg and Arnold and Leah. It has to be to give them other names. And, Spielberg in German means play mountain. And in German, der Fabel is the outline that you make of a play, and it's a fiction for the form of entertainment. And then I said, okay, what are we going to call these people? And he said Sammy, and most of the first names were Stevens. I said to Steven at one point, what was the first movie you remember? He said, that's easy, Greatest Show on Earth. And I said, what did you remember most about it? He said, oh, no question, the train wreck. And then at one point I said, when did you first get a camera in your hands? And he told me the story that you see at the beginning of the movie. And I thought, well, this is, again, unbelievable. I read 3 books on what Arnold Spielberg contributed to science. Steven has often told the story that when he met Bill Gates, I think Bill Gates said something like, I'm happy to meet you, but what I'd really like to do is meet your dad. Because as an engineer, Arnold Spielberg made a contribution to the idea of computers as a multi-user platform system way early on. He started with cash registers that he developed the idea through to IBM, and it really became one of the, there are all sorts of things connected to it, memory storage and so on. It became a part of what made Microsoft and the real sort of personal computer revolution possible. Steven was more worried about how Bernie, the man that Leah Spielberg married, would come off, because Steven loved him and grew up with him and knew him all his life. And especially he was concerned about how his mother was going to come off, that she not be seen as villainous. And I didn't worry about it, but everything Steven told me about her, these nutty things that she did, just seemed like one of the most amazing characters I'd ever come across. The camera's the way in, and it is for a long time. It gives him a sense of identity. It gives him a sense of being, and then it betrays him by showing him more than he wanted to see.